Hi, I'm Zwack, and welcome to First Story. Calls for a public inquiry went unanswered for almost 10 years. So why now? Why the change of heart? Is it the new police complaints commissioner, new police chief, new attorney general? Well, many feel the thanks should go to one man who was there the night it all went down. It's true, Kyle Tate was not a model citizen. He had been caught in stolen cars in the past. He had spent time in youth detention. But did he deserve to die for being in the passenger seat of a stolen car at the hands of a police officer who had a history of altercations with those in custody? Stay with us for a look into the world of the multi-talented fashionista, Morgan Green. Mucksmool is the Tsimshian word for the white bear that lives in the northwest coast of BC. It is also the name of a new and dynamic clothing line by Morgan Green. This up-and-coming designer is challenging the world with a new and exciting breed of couture. They're entrepreneurs, they're models, and they're making a name for themselves in Hollywood. When we come back, the fabulous Baker twins. On the surface, it seems that BC has endless rivers and streams for hydroelectric power projects. But as dozens of leases are being sold and projects ranging in size from 4 megawatt to 700 megawatt powerhouses are being developed, things are getting a little more complicated, and voices of dissent are getting louder. We go to Port Alberni and take a look at the first native-owned run-of-the-river project. As BC's rivers become a source of revenue for international corporations, some are questioning whether this basic and to First Nations sacred element should be turned into a commodity like oil or gold. And ultimately, what price will we pay spiritually and financially? Before contact, North American Indians enjoyed trade, travel, and barter rights with other First Nations all over the continent. There was no U.S.-Canadian border. Then, in 1794, a treaty between the newly formed USA and Great Britain was created, mainly to avert war. The Jay Treaty allowed Indian people the right to travel unfettered across the 49th parallel. Today, as the U.S.'s war on terror means ever tighter border security, that treaty right is being challenged, especially if you don't look Indian enough. When we come back, we go inside the VPD for a special ceremony and some police training. Wild berry bannock pudding. The name alone makes my mouth water. Want to learn how to make it? Watch this.
So I'll just pop this in the oven.
Is it that time?
Yes.
Drum roll.
Anybody that really likes bannock will surely enjoy this recipe.
Oh, I love bannock. Sharing these wonderful dishes with us, the wild berry bannock bread pudding, venison meatballs, the clam fritters. If anyone wants to try any of these great dishes, be sure to grab their cookbook, Where People Feast. And that's what we're gonna do right now. As a special treat to our viewers, we are giving away a copy of Where People Feast to, let's see, the 15th email to firststory@ctv.ca. Good luck, but stay tuned. We have more of First Story. It's a tale full of drama and intrigue that involves the darker side of Christianity, stolen art worth millions, and a wealthy family in Scotland. No, it's not another version of the Da Vinci Code. It's the story behind the Treasures of the Tsimshian exhibit at the BC Museum of Anthropology. Hi, I'm Zwack, and welcome to First Story. For the past 10,000 years, they built a culture that relied on the ocean and the bounty that came from it. But by the late 19th century, colonization and the burgeoning salmon industry changed that relationship to one of fishing licenses, paychecks, and government policies. Now, with the decline of salmon stocks, the fishing tribes along the west coast of BC are seeing the sun setting on their way of life. Supported by abundant runs of wild salmon, First Nations communities developed vibrant cultures rich in song, dance, and art that are acclaimed worldwide. The salmon, along with the harvest of other seafood, fed entire villages. Now, that traditional food is in jeopardy. Can life's lessons be taught through sport? Can snowboarding increase self-esteem? According to organizers of an outdoor program for inner-city youth, the answer is yes.